Shawn says there's absolutely no archaeological support for the Book of Mormon, where the Bible does. Although I can give you scores of archaeological evidences for the Book of Mormon, I need to help you realize that archaeology doesn't convert. Repeat, archaeology doesn't convert. If it did, then why did they crucify Jesus? Think about it. Just as the Book of Mormon is taking people by surprise, so also did Jesus take people by surprise. He changed the law, introduced new concepts, and taught as if he no longer followed the old law as written in the Old Testament. The thing that converted the people was the witness of the Holy Ghost, as shown in the two disciples that felt a burning in their hearts when they talked with Jesus on the road to Emmaus. Just as faith was needed at the time of Jesus, faith is needed now in order to find the truths in the Book of Mormon. Jesus likes people to develop faith, probably so that we're inclined to pray more often. He did say, more blessed are they who believe and yet have not seen. But if you want a slight nudge toward more evidence, enough so as not to destroy the exercise of faith, I'll give you a few tidbits. When Lehi's family made their first encampment after leaving Jerusalem, Nephi described a river that emptied into, quote, the fountain of the Red Sea. That's 1 Nephi 2:9. How can the northeast leg of the Red Sea be called a fountain, you might ask? Well, in ancient times, the Gulf of Aqaba, the northeast leg of the Red Sea, which is where Lehi camped, was known in Hebrew as Yam, which means a source or fountain. The Book of Mormon mentions a place called Nahum in the Arabian Peninsula. It has been found to be about in the same place that Nephi described. There is also a bounteous place on the east shore of the peninsula that Nephi described. Shawn also said the Book of Mormon doesn't have linguistic, genetic, or historic evidence. I will show that it does. Linguistic. Felix Meinhardt, non-LDS, translated the Book of Mormon into Afrikaans. He, being an expert in many languages, said that the Book of Mormon was definitely an ancient document and that Joseph Smith was a prophet of God while he translated the book, for none other man could have written such a book. Meinhardt remains non-LDS. For more linguistic evidence, there's one, the monetary system in the Book of Mormon that uses the names with authentic Hebrew roots. 2, the Nephite and Jaredite names fit into their respective historical timelines. 3, the Book of Mormon uses linguistic conventions such as metonyms and patronyms. 4, many names fit into Hebraic, pagan, or Egyptian root words like Ripliancum, Deseret, Kumeni, and Hermounts. 5, there are Egyptian and Hebraic literary devices such as the colophon, the anaphora, epistrophe, amebion, antenantiosis, epanalepsis, merismus, and chiasmus. As far as DNA evidence goes, they have honed their methods. Haplogroups is a new area in the DNA work, and they are finding evidence of Middle East connections. The Book of Mormon claims that people from the Near East migrated to Mesoamerica. I have a list of 7 similarities between Mesoamerica and the Near East. Most of the characters found in the Reformed Egyptian sample match characters used in the Middle East. Interestingly, many Native American words or terms match very closely Hebrew words, both in spelling, in meaning, and I have a list of about 40 or more of those matches. If anybody wants the details of the things I mentioned above, write me and I'll get them to you.